Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of the Hermitpack. In today's episode, we're going to be working a bit more on our transition from applied energistics other way around, from refined storage to applied energistics 2. And one of the things that I want to create is the super drums from extra utilities. So if we look at drums, we can make these, and these are the highest tier of drum. And they need these things called demon ingots, and I figured out how to make those, at least according to a wiki somewhere. But before we do that, we're going to need to make some of the regular drums. So let's make like 16 cauldrons. I'll just make a stack of pressure plates, why not? And let's make a bunch of drums. There we go. Then we need to turn those into reinforced light drums. And hold on, let's look at the recipe for those. Okay, so I'm going to need 32 of these. I don't want to waste my gold because I don't have a ton of it. And there we go. Got 16 of those. And then finally, we need a bunch of demon ingots. So I can make 8 of these super drums. I'm also going to need a couple of these. So let's make that. And I also need one more set of glass bottles so I can make these Klein flasks. There we go. So you got 8 of those. Now for the demon ingots, and this is where it gets fun. So we're going to need some nether brick, actually. We're going to need 4. And then we're also going to need a bucket of lava, except I need a bucket. Oh, actually, we've got a bucket of lava right here. Fantastic. So let's just set this up. Let's just set it up right here, I guess, for now. And we just do that. And then we grab some gold ingots. And I think I'm probably going to have to turn off my coin for this. That didn't seem to work. It says you throw gold ingots into this construct. And that's supposed to make demon ingots, but that didn't seem to do a thing. Let me look into this a little bit more. I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright guys, I am back, and I'm thinking that, this can't be a thing. So, yeah. Unfortunately, maybe that feature of, Extra Utilities 2 is definitely still very much a work in progress mod. Like, it's still getting all sorts of updates and things like that, so maybe that feature just hasn't been implemented yet. Or maybe I'm just doing something wrong, I don't know, but I did what I found on the wiki, and we can try it one more time. Maybe it needs to be exactly like the picture on the wiki, which is 4 nether brick on top of grass. That would be really specific, but yeah, that's not doing it. So we may have to use these reinforced large drums, and I don't know how much they can hold. Let's see. For about 4,000 buckets. Okay. So that's still a pretty significant amount. That's still like a lot. I think we should be able to do that. And the reason I need this is because I need some sort of way for these in our little mechanism set up here. I need these guys to not fill up. And these ones only hold 256 buckets. So the ability to hold 4,000 buckets would certainly be an improvement. And should mean that I shouldn't have to babysit these too much. Although it appears as though our setup isn't doing stuff. Liquid ethylene, oxygen. Somewhere. Oh, because I had an exporter sending carrots to this thing. I see. Okay. How can I work around that without doing a crazy amount of ME stuff? Maybe I could do it with an item filter and a quantum entangleporter? Possibly? I don't know. It's worth a try. I do have a bajillion carrots, but although the other thing too is that my carrot supplies, well, actually, come to think of it, stupid. There we go. I do have like 250,000 carrots here. So I suppose what I could just do is just use this quantum storage unit over there, since it's got so many carrots in it anyway, and just run an item conduit in, and basically call it good. That might be the best way to do it. Where was the thing that was getting... This guy. This guy here was getting carrots before. So we'll do that. Change that to insert. Change this to disabled. That extract always. And that'll start creating carrots, which will start doing all the stuff we need it to do. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. This is now working. And then these will start filling up with different gases and liquids and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I think we're good. Now, we also have to do some base cosmetic repairs, shall we say? Because in the process of doing all these different things, I have put some holes in my base, just a couple, and we want to deal with that as well. We don't want holes in our base for obvious reasons. It doesn't look good. So let's see if we can patch up some of those. Like, for example, actually, before we do that one, let's do that first. There we go. And then we can fill that hole in. Are there any more holes around here? There's one right here behind this barrel, which we can deal with easily enough. There we go. And I hear a zombie somewhere, but I'm not too worried about it. The rest of this, I think... Oh! How'd you get down here? Hi. Go away. There must not be enough light over here. It's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So how are you doing on fuel? Everything seems to be good. I think it's all good there. Okay. So we're all in good shape. Let's go put... I'm trying to think, am I ready to cut this cord that leads to our fluid storage? We've got all this fluid storage over here, and it's like, I really don't want to just do away with it, but at the same time, I mean, this is an insane amount of stuff. Like, all that creosote, that's a massive quantity. But I think I'm ready to get rid of this refined storage system completely. I think that time has come, my friends. So, without further ado, let's get rid of it. Let's just toss it. We'll do away with it. It's no longer needed. It served its purpose, but its time has come. Also, I need you to go back there, and I need my illumination wand, because it's really dark over here now. And that's not ideal. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we've got that figured out. Now we're going to have to figure out as well what our plan is for transferring all the stuff that we do have into our ME system. All of these various items here. So, let's grab what we can get. Let's put a lot of this stuff just... In fact, let's just empty our inventory for a minute. Like so. There we go. We want to make sure we don't lose any of those. And I don't think any fell down here, but I that's something I want to be certain of. Nope, doesn't look like anything did. Okay, good. We don't want to be missing random things, so we're good. Okay. Are there any more quantum storage unit components over here? I don't see any. So I think that's all good. So all we really need to do is get our 2 disk drives. And all of our actual storage disks right here. These 16K ones. I'm not going to worry, I don't need to worry about the empty ones, so it looks like I actually need one of those drives. We'll need our controller. Since I have an extra quantum entangleporter, I'm just going to grab one to use it for power. And then we might as well grab a crafting grid. Not the fluid grid, the crafting grid, just so I can see it all. And then we'll need a cable. And, well, maybe a couple cables. And then an exporter. And 3 speed upgrades and a stack upgrade. And that should do. So now we'll plop our quantum entangleporter here, controller there, drive here with all the drives in it, and then a crafting grid here. And that'll be like our little setup thing. And then I'm actually just going to try and export this stuff directly into the ME system and see if that works. I don't know if it will or not, but it's worth a shot. We'll give it a try. So let's try iron ore first. And we'll do all of that. And let's try doing this. And see if we look at our iron ore. Yeah, it's definitely not working. Okay, and that's kind of what I expected to happen, honestly. So what we're going to need to do instead is grab a chest. And then we're going to have to grab an import bus. As well as a couple acceleration cards. There we go. I'll put a chest here. And we'll put our exporter onto that. Like so. And then we'll put an import bus here. Grab a Fluix cable. Like this. Put our 4 acceleration cards in there. Put our upgrades in here. And now we should see... No? Oh, I see what the problem is. Power set. Okay, good. So now this thing has power. So it should be exporting all of this iron ore into this chest. Why, you know, do what you're supposed to do. Export items, ignore, yep. I really don't want to have to do this manually, because that would be miserable. That would be incredibly miserable. Maybe it needs cable like that? Or like this to connect everything all together. Ah, there we go. Exporter is now online. Okay, and now it's doing what it should. And sending stuff. There we go. Much better. Okay, so now we'll grab all of these things. And we can basically add those to the list of stuff that needs to be exported. And between the exporter here from Refined Storage and the importer here from Applied Energistics, it should drain a lot of these items pretty quickly. And anything that I already have a lot of, like cobble and stuff like that, anything that has a storage drawer down there will end up in the system and end up in either the drawer or just get voided. So that'll work out pretty well. Now, there is also the matter of all of this extra junk that I don't need, and that's going to be super fun to transfer manually by hand. Well, the other stuff is going, and you probably don't want to watch me do that. So I'm going to get on that, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back, and I am almost finished. That actually didn't take quite as long as I thought it was going to, so I'm really happy about that. I think this should be basically the last little chunk. There we go. Look at that. Got it all done. Fantastic. So these should all be empty now. And it looks like they are. This is good. This is all good. We can get rid of this entirely. Throw it in here. And that's empty. So we can just get rid of all this stuff. And we didn't even, I don't think we actually filled up any of these. So this is really good. We do, however, have a whole bunch of ores here that we got a lot of them. We have a lot of iron, we have a lot of copper, we have a lot of tin, and I know that I don't have any storage drawers relating to those. So let's grab some of these. Let's grab some storage buses. Let's grab some cables. I'm also going to probably want an exporter and an accelerator. Oh no, that's the wrong exporter. I want the export bus. There we go. Import bus. That's what I need. No, I do need the export bus. Here we go. So let's actually make a couple of these. Let's just make like 8. That should be enough. There we go. And then we might as well make some more acceleration cards. I'm just going to make a stack. And let's see, 8 times 4. You know what? Let's just make a bunch. They'll get used. They will get used. The farther we get into Applied Energistics, the more this stuff is going to end up getting used. So we'll be fine. All right, and then we'll do that. And I've got a crafting thing down there, one of those crafting terminals. So there's no need right here. I've got one of these, so I don't need to run back and forth. All right, so the way that I've got this laid out right now is I have 8 on top, 8 on bottom, so on and so forth. Simply because it's really easy then to figure out how many channels I have left. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that. Then we'll take our storage buses. And looks like we had exactly enough. So that's actually quite convenient. We'll connect all of these up. Like so. All right. Now, that leaves me with 11 open crafting things. So let's see. What do we actually have that we don't have a drawer for? Certainly some of these ores like iron, copper, tin, galena, black quartz, osmium, bauxite. I don't think I have one for lead. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably should get one for silver and what else do we have? Anything else here that I really need a thing for? I don't think so. I mean, these are the big ones for now. So why don't we just start with this? I want those back. And we'll say iron, copper. Ooh, actually gold. I do want one for gold, even though we don't have a lot of it. I intend to have a lot of it at some point. So we're going to do that. And then actually, let's see. Redstone, coal, redstone. Yeah, let's do that and call it good. So then we'll just go tin, which I didn't put over there, silver, redstone. It doesn't really matter what order these go in, as long as there's some sort of order of some kind. Oh, and I just realized that I put storage buses here when I meant to do export buses. So let's start with this bottom row. And essentially what we're going to do here is just make sure that these all end up where they belong. So it's just going to export the stuff from our system into their proper storage drawer. And these are now, or should now, be filling up. Although I may have to... Actually, I think I need to tell them what I intend to put there. So, like, here, I think I need to tell it to export tin. Yeah, see? Now it's going to start filling up pretty quickly. And that's fine. It's just an extra step. So let me get one of each of these, and we'll see if we can get this to work. All right, guys, I am back, and I'm almost finished with this. Just wanted to kind of show you how to make sure that this is where it stores these things. So basically, you need to set a priority. So we can see here this number on the basic drawer. It's 3032 right now. That's not going up, so we know it's done exporting all the endstone. So we'll put a storage bus on it. Go here to priority. I'm going to change it to +100. And then I'll just hit partition storage, which means, hey, this is what goes in here. So it's just a simple little way to make sure that that is where this stuff ends up. Here, it looks like the coal is also done. So once again, just so on and so forth. We're just basically going through and making sure that once this stuff has all been exported, which it looks like all of this has, that we tell it, okay, now that I don't have any of these stored in my drives anymore, let's make sure we store this stuff here in these storage drawers. So that's what I've done. And you can see if we go in here and I look at my ore, I still have my tin ore and my galena ore and my other stuff. My iron and stuff will show up in a minute once it realizes those devices are online. But, yep, there it is. So I still have it in my system. I still have access to it. But it's no longer taking up space in my drives, which is very important. And any ore that I dump into my system will automatically get stored over there. So, kind of an important thing if you want to have a... if you want to save space in your drive, by basically setting up external storage for things that you know you're going to have a lot of. Like, for example, in this one right here was red, this drive, and by taking that stuff out and putting it elsewhere, we've now essentially fixed that. So it's all good. Now here, I think we had that as steps before. So let's go alabaster stairs right there. I don't know that I like the positioning of this crafting terminal. I think that actually looks kind of terrible. And the other thing is we definitely want to increase the size of our ME controller. Right now it's like a 2x4 controller, or 2x2, 2x2, 2x2x1. And we want to fix that. So let's take a look and see. What's it going to take for us to make more of these ME controllers? How many of these guys can I make? I can make 8 more. And these will all kind of link up. So like if I put this guy here, it'll automatically connect, and so on and so forth. So what we want to do is make a design probably right here underneath the floor that basically gives us a lot of space. So let's just see. If I clear out these trap doors right here, let's just take a peek and see how much space we would need. Because I have a design that I've used before that actually works pretty well. Let's see. Here's the center of our room. So essentially what it is just kind of a box. It's basically a box, but it gives you access to a ton of extra sides. However, I'm going to need significantly more of these, and it looks like I need pure Fluix crystal. And I'm actually really low on Fluix crystal in general. So maybe what we should do is grab our growth accelerators, grab ourselves a little bit of cable over here, a bucket of water? No water. Okay. I do have a quantum storage unit that has water in it, though, so that won't be a big deal. I'll just get one of those. And I guess for the moment, I'll just set it up back here. We'll just clear out a little space for it. Like right here. This should be fine. Let's put these guys down. Put you there. And we'll just kind of do something like that. And then this can just run over here, I think. Come on, do the thing. There we go. This can just run like so. And that should connect these up. Yep. Good. And then we need Fluix dust, I believe it is. Let's get 2 stacks of that and some sand. And we can combine those to make the pure Fluix crystals that we need. Also, coin of fortune off. Thank you. Control Q, throw those in, let those do their thing. We should see little... I should be seeing little, like, lightning bolts to signify that these are growing faster and that the crystal growth accelerator are doing their job. Maybe if I rotate them? Nope, that turns them off. We want them on. Definitely want them on. Okay. Well, Oh, actually, they're already at 21%, so they're definitely working. Because if they weren't working, those would not be growing nearly as fast. Okay, so that's fine. And let's toss those away. And then I also need to make more Fluix crystals. So let's grab another bucket of water. And let's make over here a little area for us to make more Fluix crystals. Put you there. And you here. And if I remember correctly, to make those, it's charged Certus combined with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 redstone, and then some regular quartz as well. So if we toss all of those in, Control Q, by the way, to throw full stacks, if you didn't know that. Whoa! And they're just flying out everywhere. That'll make me 12 stacks of Fluix crystals, which is quite a few. There we go. That's a little better. And we can just toss those in. They'll get used. Alright, so that is pretty good. Unfortunately though, guys, I think I am out of time for this episode. This is the last episode that I'm recording before I backlog for my trip. So after this, hopefully we'll be back to it and and you'll be able to actually like implement all the comments that I'm sure you've given me over the last couple episodes and stuff like that. I should probably take a few of these guys and bring them upstairs to be crushed. Anyway, though, I'm getting sidetracked now. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.